Oh, J Jizzio Fashizio.
2 minutes.
Did you bring your gun, JJ?
I did not bring my gun.
We're gonna send Kenny in there. He knows Kung Fu. Kenny, you go in there first and you use your Kung Fu. Geneva-on-the-Lake. So this is an Airbnb?
This is an Airbnb.
Wow, it looks like a hotel.
It does look like a hotel.
It is a hotel. I didn't even have a little roundabout up here in the front.
It does.
Make me feel so valid.
By 8:30 in the evening, the sun had gone down and the air was starting to chill. After a little bit of Googling, we decided to get a bite at the Old Firehouse Winery. This place was right by the lake too, and as a bonus, they had a Ferris wheel lit up in the back. It was small, cute, and closed. Perhaps in the middle of tourist season, we would have found it open, but not in late October. So we continued over the gravel parking lot to the Old Firehouse Winery. It's a 2-story building that must have been a firehouse in a previous life. Upon entering, we waited for a table and took note of all the firehouse-related memorabilia hanging on the walls and suspended above our heads. Our fascination with the firehouse decor began to run thin as the minutes ticked by with us still standing around and waiting for a table. So, after about 20 minutes, we decided to look for another place to satisfy our appetites. As we walked down the main drag, a few peculiar things caught our attention. Now, being people of color, there are some things in life that do stand out to us. Such was the case with a club on the Strip called Sportsters. This club had 2 German Iron Cross symbols emblazoned above the entrance. Now, I did do some research, and in the last 20 years, the Iron Cross is no longer considered a hate symbol unless it is combined with an actual hate symbol. Still, it did not sit well with us, and we continued down the street in search of a place to eat. Then we saw this other thing. Ever heard of Uncle Tom's Cabin? Well, across the street from the bar with the Iron Cross is Uncle Tom's Cottages. Who thought this was a great name? Do I really need to go into any more detail? Let's just leave it at that. We did not linger around at either location as we made our way towards the Geneva-on-the-Lake Brewing Company. In addition to their beers, they serve rock steaks, among other dishes that go beyond the usual. It was fairly busy in the bar area, but the dining section was bright and open. The service was not exceptionally quick, but our server was overly apologetic for the delays and even paid for our drinks. Finally, when the food did come, I gotta say, it was pretty good. Next time we're out there, we'll have to try those rock steaks. Next, we ended our Friday night with a stop at the Cove nightclub. For more information about the Cove and our stay at a Verbo condo hosted by Travis, see our Part 1 video on the Geneva-on-the-Lake series. Also, be sure to follow and or subscribe to Forks, Knives, and Spoons. You do not want to miss our Geneva-on-the-Lake series Part 3. The last episode in the series will take the Magnificent Six to several vineyards and wineries around Ashtabula County in northern Ohio. Plus, Mia Blaze will give her professional assessment of the wines we sampled. Until next time, I'm JJ for Forks, Knives, and Spoons.